YouTube. Coach Wiz, we back with another reaction. Today we got Ray Allen destroying the GOAT debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. This video is by Uncut Hoops. Go show him some love. Dope channel. We're going to get right into it, man. We're going to see what Ray Allen think. His opinion matters, right? Because he played with LeBron. So he would know, right? Played against Mike, seen Mike up close. Let's see. Let's see what Ray Allen thinks. Also, if you're interested in fitness training, hit my link in my description for a free consultation. I got you guys, man. We're going to start dropping a little fitness content, but still keep it relatable. You feel me? You know, don't be alarmed. We'll do some like Michael Jordan workouts, some workouts that the greats did. How Larry Bird was able to play. We'll do a lot. I got y'all, trust me. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments. But let's get to the video.
Is he a great three-point shooter? Is he a great dribbler? So you're saying the GOAT, and he ain't even as great in all those categories. Jordan is? He ain't learned.
MJ just had.
Yo, that's crap. Let me run that back. I got to run it back. Got to run that back.
Is he a great free-throw shooter? Is he a great three-point shooter? Is he a great dribbler? So you're saying the GOAT, and he ain't even as great in all those categories. Jordan is? He ain't learned.
MJ just had
Sheesh.
everything, from mid-range to three-point to post-up game, and he could score and dominate in each position.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
These days, it seems like every NBA player has their own take and opinion on who is the greatest player in NBA history. Some say Kareem, maybe Kobe, or even LeBron James. But still to this day, a vast majority of players say Michael Jordan is the greatest player in NBA history. And every NBA analyst or player has their own angle and take on the greatest of all time debate. And the latest person to have their opinion is Ray Allen. And as you saw in the intro, he had a pretty good take on it, looking at both Jordan and LeBron and their overall skill sets. And I mean, looking at Ray, he's one of the few people in the entire world who would know his better. As he didn't just play against both of them, he was a teammate of LeBron James in South Beach.
Facts.
And looking at Ray's overall point, he was mainly looking at skill as well as overall talent. But in the greatest of all time debate, accolades, championship, the player's peak and longevity, those things also matter.
True.
But for this video, we're going to look at purely skill and compare both Jordan as well as LeBron. As Ray very clearly says, Jordan, his prime, was damn near flawless and easily more skilled than LeBron James. And looking at Jordan's prime and his overall peak, from 87 to 93, he was an absolute monster. When it came to the playoffs, averaging 35 points, 7 assists, 7 boards, he won 3 straight titles, 5 total.
Yo, these numbers are ridiculous. Averaging almost 35 on 50% shooting. Who does that?
Total MVPs, and his shooting splits were definitely very impressive, shooting 50% from the field, 36 from 3, and 83 from the line. And one very common myth among NBA fans is that Jordan couldn't shoot the outside shot and make threes consistently. But like I showed you guys, when it came to the playoffs for a 7-year stretch, he shot 36% from deep. And looking at his best shooting run, that would be in 1993, where he shot 38.9% on nearly 4 attempts. When teams made a prime Jordan shoot from deep, he was consistent in the 35 to 39% range. And one thing I do want to note, when it came to three-point shooting, Jordan in the playoffs got better compared to the regular season. And when it came to the NBA Finals during his peak, he shot 42.1%. And looking at his best ever shooting series, that was in 1992 versus the Portland Trailblazers. And for this series, everyone knows Jordan was challenged to shoot the three.
I don't understand this whole he couldn't shoot narrative. He clearly could shoot. Like everybody mimics and mocks the fadeaway. That's shooting the basketball. Back then he didn't need to shoot 8 threes a game, 9 threes a game. That wasn't a focus back then. And he didn't need to. He was going to get to that rack, get to his spots, turn, elevate, cash. He didn't need to shoot the three. But when you dared him to shoot the three, he was making enough to where you had to respect it. It's not like he was shooting 20% from three or 25% from three. I would say 36%. That's respectable. That's respectable.
Now for Portland, that game plan worked very poorly, as in game 1, he had 6 threes and 35 points. And looking at the entire series, his shooting splits were off the charts, 43% from 3 and 89% from the line. That series right there is quite literally proof. When you force Jordan to shoot threes, he shows up and down. Now compared to LeBron James in his career, many teams have exploited him for not having an outside shot. You can look at the Celtics in 08 and 2010, Dallas in 2011, and even the Spurs in 2013, as well as 2007. And looking at LeBron's absolute peak, from 2012 to 2018, he had some pretty major flaws in his game. He still put up great stats, averaging 30 points, 9 boards, 7 assists, 51, 34, and 74 splits.
It's pretty impressive.
But looking at his overall game, the most glaring flaw was his free throw shooting, especially late in games.
Facts.
As during a 7-year peak, when it came to fourth quarter free throw shooting, he shot 75%, which is around average, compared to Jordan, who in his career shot 82.9% on free throws in the fourth quarter.
Look, this is my opinion. 75 sure is average, but when you're a player of that caliber, right, you cannot shoot 75% from the line. You just can't. You got to be in the 80s. You got to make these teams pay for putting you on the line. 75% to me is not good for that caliber of player. You're driving, you're getting to the rack. Like, you cannot shoot 75%. I'm the mayor of fair, man. I'm calling it down the middle. I don't hate LeBron. You know what I'm saying? My audience, y'all get on me sometimes about LeBron. I ain't no hater. 75% is not good enough.
Nearly 8% higher than LeBron James. And looking at his overall career, his free throw shooting is pretty abysmal. Never being above 78%, having multiple years below 70, and a career average of 73.4%. And I'm not joking when I say this, you could probably make a 10-minute long mixtape of LeBron missing clutch and crucial free throws. That's how bad he is late in games.
He's taking his time. Short. Are you kidding me?
And speaking of late game play, that's one area Jordan is far superior compared to LeBron James. Looking at LeBron's entire career, when it comes to late game crucial shots in the playoffs, more times than not, he fails. Looking at this graphic, on game time or go ahead shots in the final 24 seconds,
Okay.
he shoots 35.7%. In the final 10, 39.1, and the final 5, 38.9. For an average NBA player, those shooting splits are definitely pretty impressive. But for an all-time great NBA legend, they're definitely underwhelming. And looking at Jordan's career, when it came to big-time shots, he was in the 45 to 50% range.
%50 is, that's what separates him, man. The efficiency is unreal. Didn't LeBron, hasn't LeBron made more clutch shots though than anybody? I think he's taking the most too, right? Somebody in the comments let me know.
Look at the final 24 seconds, the final 10, or even the final 5. And if you want to talk the biggest stage, the NBA Finals, where it matters most, in the final 24 seconds of a game, LeBron James is 0-7 on game time go-ahead shots, compared to Jordan, who's 4 of 8. And like we said earlier in this video, one of the big-time myths that Jordan couldn't shoot threes. But you know, one thing I never hear is LeBron James can't shoot from the mid-range. That's one of his major flaws throughout his entire career, as his overall game is shoot threes or drive to the basket. As once again, looking at his overall peak, when it came to mid-range shooting, he shoots 38.3%, compared to Jordan, who shoots 43.3%. And to show you guys how big the gap is when it comes to mid-range shooting, Jordan, aged 38-39 in the Wizards, when it came to the entire NBA, was number 1 in mid-range makes. Once again, shooting above 41%, which is better than a peak LeBron James. So I think looking at all those aspects, that's a pretty good concept of what skill is for an NBA basketball player.
Get up!
You can look at the little nuances like footwork, balance, control, and the finer details, and I think Jordan in those respects is still better than LeBron. And looking at a peak Jordan, when you're looking for overall flaws, there's very few, if any. As he's a great scorer, he could shoot the three, the mid-range, he was an elite defender, he was clutch, he made his free throws, and was a great passer, as well as rebounder. Arguably, his only flaw was low post defense on centers, as well as power forwards. Besides that, he was damn near flawless and easily one of the most skilled basketball players in NBA history. And look, LeBron James in his own right, he is very skilled and he is spectacular. But if you ask someone on the street, who's the most skilled basketball player of all time, I guarantee you're not going to hear LeBron's name. You'll hear Jordan, Kobe, maybe Curry or Larry Bird. Yes, LeBron James, he is highly skilled, but among the best players of all time, his overall skill level simply does not compare. And when it comes to Jordan versus LeBron debate, Ray Allen is 100% right.
I mean, that's it, man. That is it. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all think that's accurate? I feel like I think what separates LeBron is, on top of his decent skill set, the athleticism and the things he has physically is what makes him out of control. So on top of being a good basketball player, right? He's 6'9". He was 250, as fast as lightning, super quick, could jump out the gym. So I mean, he just was an elite specimen. You know what I mean? So I think that helped LeBron a lot. And then with the longevity as well, he's been able to do this for a very long time. Mike, though, he did all this in a shorter amount of time. You feel me? I feel like Mike was better on defense, obviously, could score better. Hey, man, and winning matters. I'd say it, but winning matters. I'm Coach Wiz, though, man. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Let me know if you're interested in some merch. That's something I'm kind of working on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to drop nothing tomorrow or next week, but something I'm kind of working on. Somebody said they wanted my facial expressions like on shirts or hoodies. I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And then also let me know if you're interested in how basketball players train. Only the greats, though. Only the greats. But I'm Coach Wiz, man. I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me. Peace.